This is a harness. The orange loop is always at the front. There are two leg straps. The red one is for the left leg and the blue strap is for the right. Before you put it on, you should check that nothing is damaged or twisted. So now I've got the harness on and I'm going to tighten the straps, starting with the waist strap and moving on to the leg straps. Make sure it's not too tight. You should be able to get 2 fingers between the strap and the leg. Check again to make sure the straps are still straight and tuck any extra strap into the loop at the back of your waist for safety. First of all, we attach the climber to the live rope. You do this by threading the rope through the orange loop on the front of the climber's harness. Then you continue to tie the figure of 8 knot. Then twist the end of the rope through the loop and tie off. To attach the gree-gree to the rope, first open up the gree-gree. Place the rope into the groove on the gree-gree, making sure it is correctly positioned as shown by the icon. Then shut it. Attach the carabiner to the gree-gree and tighten. While tying the sling onto the carabiners, make sure the stitching is in the middle. Check that the carabiners are attached to the instructor and the sandbag, and that they are locked and tightened. For belaying there is a saying, V to the knee, 1, 2, 3. Make sure while you grab the dead rope with your left hand you are moving your arm in front of the live rope. Always make sure the live rope is pulled tight and never let go of the rope. For releasing the rope for the climber, make sure you are pulling the capture lock all the way down and releasing the rope slowly when bringing the climber down. Always remember to take a strong balanced position. This is a buoyancy aid. I'm going to put it on. Zip it up and do the buckles and tighten. Starting from the top, tighten the straps. Every colour strap means a different size buoyancy aid. Then tighten the sides. To check if it's tight enough, pull from the shoulders. If the buoyancy aid goes above the head, you need to tighten it even more or get a different size buoyancy aid. This is a paddle. To check if it's the correct size, hold the paddle vertically in front of you, touching the ground. The top of the paddle should be between your shoulder and the top of your neck. Getting into the canoe with your partner. Each take one end of the canoe, holding it by the deck. Turn the canoe parallel to the water. When you climb in the canoe, keep your weight low and balanced. Push off the edge with your paddle or use the side stroke technique. To paddle backwards with two people, you and your partner will need to paddle on the opposite sides of the canoe. Place the blade in the water, starting just behind your hip. Keep your paddle vertical while moving in the direction of the front of the canoe. To paddle forward with two people, you and your partner will have to paddle on opposite sides of the canoe. Place your blade strongly in the water. Rotate your shoulders 90 degrees, keeping the blade vertical while doing the stroke. For the recovery, the blade turns in the air. The strokes are short. Reach forward and lift the blade out of the water when the paddle passes your hip. During a full turn, you and your partner will need to paddle on opposite sides of the canoe, and you also need to paddle in opposite directions, one paddling forward and one paddling backwards. You and your partner need to paddle on the same side of the canoe. Place your paddle away from the canoe directly out from your hip. To do this stroke, rotate your paddle 90 degrees away from your face and twist your wrists. Position your canoe parallel to the side of the bank or pontoon. It is safer to get out one at a time. Then each take one end of the canoe by the deck and remove from the water. Thanks, Charlotte. You almost forgot me. Holding each end by the deck. With your partner, flip the canoe over to get rid of the water. Then place it carefully in this position on the stand. To do orienteering, you'll need to use a map and a compass, and before you begin, you need to know where you are and which direction you are facing in. You should also know what map symbols mean. We are just using a map today, as we know this course well. On the course you will find red and white numbered markers, which correspond with numbers on your orienteering map. Make sure you can prove you have visited the checkpoints. Check out our selfie.